Welcome back to Bobby King Iraqi Dinar News, your trusted source for the latest developments straight from Iraq. I'm your host, Bobby King, bringing you in-depth coverage and exclusive insights. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and support my channel for more updates on this ever-evolving story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and support my channel for the latest updates. Let's jump in. The economic landscape of Iraq has been undergoing significant changes in recent years, driven by Prime Minister Mohammed Shia Al-Sudani's leadership and bold reforms aimed at tackling corruption, stabilizing the currency, and modernizing Iraq's financial systems. A crucial step in this transformation is Al-Sudani's recent move to assume control of the Central Bank of Iraq auctions, a process that has long been at the heart of Iraq's economic challenges. To understand the full significance of this change, it is important to explore the dynamics of Iraq's oil sales, the auction system, and the broader implications for Iraq's economic future and its integration into the global economy. The Central Bank of Iraq auctions, a gateway for dollars and dinars. Iraq's economy has long been heavily reliant on oil exports. The country's wealth is primarily derived from oil sales, and these revenues are typically paid in US dollars. The agreement between Iraq and the United States dictates that oil sales are conducted in US dollars, and this arrangement has had a significant impact on Iraq's financial systems. After Iraq receives its dollar payments for oil, the money is funneled into the CBI auctions, where the central bank sells these dollars to local financial institutions, businesses, and individuals in exchange for the local currency, the Iraqi dinar. For many years, this auction system played a pivotal role in regulating Iraq's currency value and managing the supply of dollars within the country. However, the system became deeply entrenched in corruption. Dollars from oil sales, intended to stabilize the Iraqi economy and pay government bills, were often siphoned off by corrupt elites, profiteering middlemen, and powerful political factions. These unscrupulous actors, primarily associated with Iraq's political left, exploited the system for personal gain, inflating the exchange rate, creating artificial shortages of dollars, and ultimately undermining Iraq's economic stability. The auctions, rather than being a tool for economic growth and fiscal responsibility, became a breeding ground for corruption. Politicians, businessmen, and others in power used the auctions to enrich themselves, with the ill-gotten dollars often funneled outside the country or hoarded, preventing them from benefiting the broader population. This economic mismanagement led to a loss of confidence in the Iraqi dinar and created deep skepticism about the country's ability to manage its resources effectively. Al-Sudani takes control. A new era for the CBI auctions. Prime Minister Mohammed Shia Al-Sudani's assumption of control over the CBI auctions marks a decisive moment in Iraq's efforts to reform its financial system. By taking charge of this critical process, Al-Sudani has not only taken aim at the entrenched corruption but also set in motion a series of reforms designed to stabilize the Iraqi economy, restore confidence in the dinar, and create a more transparent, efficient financial system. One of the most important aspects of this shift is the focus on eliminating the profiteering and manipulation that plagued the previous auction system. Under Al-Sudani's leadership, there has been a concerted effort to bring transparency to the auctions, ensuring that dollars from Iraq's oil sales are used for their intended purpose, supporting the government's budget, stabilizing the currency, and contributing to national development projects. By cutting out the corrupt middlemen and political elites who previously benefited from the auctions, Al-Sudani is beginning to reclaim control of Iraq's financial sovereignty. This newfound control of the auctions is significant not just for Iraq's internal economic health, but also for the country's international financial standing. A more transparent and effective auction system sends a signal to foreign investors and global financial institutions that Iraq is serious about tackling corruption and improving its economic governance. It is a critical step toward building trust in Iraq's financial systems and laying the groundwork for future economic growth and international investment. The role of bonds. Soaking up money off the street is part of Iraq's broader efforts to reform its economy. Al-Sudani's government has also introduced new financial instruments such as government bonds. These bonds serve a dual purpose. They provide a way for the government to raise capital to fund infrastructure projects and development initiatives, and they help to soak up excess money from the local economy that might otherwise contribute to inflation or economic instability. For years, Iraq's economy has been plagued by large amounts of hoarded cash, often held by individuals or businesses who lack trust in the banking system or the currency. These large cash reserves, while providing a measure of financial security for those who hold them, have been a drag on the economy, preventing the circulation of money that could otherwise be invested in growth and development. Al-Sudani's introduction of government bonds is designed to incentivize people to invest their money in secure, interest-bearing instruments rather than hoarding it in cash. This helps to move money off the streets and into the formal financial system, where it can be used to fund government projects, stimulate economic activity, and contribute to the country's long-term stability. The issuance of bonds also signals a growing sophistication in Iraq's financial markets. Bonds are a key tool used by countries around the world to manage national debt, raise capital for development, and integrate into the global financial system. By introducing bonds, Iraq is signaling its readiness to join the ranks of more developed economies, where such financial instruments are commonplace. The move also indicates that Iraq is beginning to think more seriously about its long-term economic strategy, focusing not just on immediate short-term fixes but on sustainable growth and development. A sign of internationalization, Iraq's path to global integration. The reforms being implemented by Prime Minister Al-Sudani are not just about cleaning up Iraq's internal financial systems. They are also about positioning Iraq as a credible and attractive partner in the global economy. The introduction of bonds, the overhaul of the CBI auction system, and the increased transparency in Iraq's financial operations are all part of a broader strategy to open Iraq's doors to international investment and economic cooperation. One of the most telling signs of Iraq's readiness for internationalization is its efforts to stabilize its currency and financial systems. Historically, Iraq has been viewed as an economic risk by many foreign investors due to the country's unstable currency, high levels of corruption, and lack of transparency in government spending. However, by taking control of the auctions, reforming the banking system, and introducing financial instruments like bonds, Iraq is sending a strong signal to the international community that it is ready to take its place in the global economy. Al-Sudani's government is also focused on creating the conditions for foreign investment to thrive. By cleaning up the auction system and ensuring that funds from Iraq's oil sales are used for their intended purpose, the government is working to restore confidence in Iraq's financial systems. This, in turn, is likely to encourage international investors to view Iraq as a more stable and reliable market for investment. The path forward. A vision for Iraq's economic future. While much progress has already been made under Prime Minister Al-Sudani's leadership, there is still much work to be done. Iraq's economy remains vulnerable to external shocks, including fluctuations in oil prices and ongoing security challenges. Corruption remains a pervasive issue, and political stability is still a concern. However, Al-Sudani's reforms have laid the foundation for a more resilient, transparent, and open economy. The next steps for Iraq will likely involve further strengthening the financial systems, modernizing the banking sector, and creating a more robust regulatory environment to attract foreign investment. The government will also need to focus on diversifying the economy beyond oil, investing in infrastructure, education, and technology to create a more sustainable and balanced economic future. The control of the CBI auctions and the introduction of government bonds are crucial milestones in this process, but they are only the beginning. As Iraq continues to implement reforms and position itself as an attractive destination for international investment, the country is setting the stage for long-term economic growth and greater integration into the global economy. Please subscribe my channel and support me. You guys have a great day. Thank you.